We are currently OP8 with this Maya run. Trying to get the last 2 OP levels. Hello, Shanaroo. We're making our way up the OP levels, OP8. 2 more to go.
Just think, Doctor said. Why loot the dead when you can buy from me?
How are we doing for ammo here?
Take Marcus munitions.
Maybe get a few more rockets.
Thanks for the scratch. Good luck.
And might as well go for some grenades as well. Let's have a look at the loadout. Okay, so we can switch the loadout back over.
There's pros and cons to each.
To the Sandhawk, the Shock Pimpernel, Bee Shield. I've been using the Tesla a little bit here instead of the Magic Missile, which is what I usually use. We've got a longbow one with a 0.7 fuse. Let's go with the longbow, maybe that's more useful. So let's start off like this. So most of our gear is OP. Most of the gear that we're using is OP7 anyway. Hey Shanaroo. How are you going? Not well. Well, that's no good. That's no good. Not so well. I've had a little bit of illness recently as well. I had an infected finger that I had to get antibiotics for. But it's almost all cleared up. It's cleared up. Still a little bit of pain, but signs of infection have all gone down, so that's good. How did you get into a Discord one time? How did I get into a Discord one time? I don't end up using Discord very much. Not a big Discord guy. But I guess I'm learning how to use Discord. How did you and I speak via Discord one time? I think that's the only time I've actually used voice comms. Oh, that was a badass one, wasn't it? Yeah. That might have been the only time that I've actually used the voice comms on Discord. So, can't say I'm a real expert with using voice comms and Discord. It's very neat though how you can set up voice channels with a web browser app. Certainly not like the old days where you needed to install a separate app for voice comms. So it's neat you can do that stuff in a web browser. I mean, I guess you could even in the early 2000s you could do it too.
Please assemble here and we can begin.
But it did. I think it did require a separate browser plug-in to do it. These days it's all voicecom. Everything you need for voice comms is built into the browser. But back in the day, circa 2000, there were web pages where you could do voice chat, but I think it did require a separate plugin. This loader got me by the look of it. And this slag skag is still around.
I love my powers.
Hey Raimundo, how are you going? Green SMG. And some iridium. I need to remember to spend my iridium. I've got 188, so I've got enough for another upgrade. Need to remember to spend it. So I've got something spawning in on this on the left hand side. Horned skag by the look of it. And surveyors.
A blue spider ant rolls uninterrupted for an entire mile. It will grow shoes and a voice before awkwardly dating human women.
Trying to get these surveyors.
Stay put.
Okay. Circled around pretty quickly.
Enough.
See if I can get back around here. That was a rough start there. I'm doing very well, thank you. The infection I did have on my fingers cleared up nicely now, so that's good. Excuse my stupidity, is this a peak run? Yes, this is a peak run. We're doing OP8. So this is an OP8 peak run with Maya here. Trying to get up to OP10. We did a bunch of farming at OP7, so most of our stuff is OP7. Try to take this surveyor out here.
Gotcha.
This guy's slagged. No, this Marauder's not slagged. If I buy your book, how much do you actually get? Amazon takes 30%, so I'll get 70% of the price for ebooks. It's a little bit different for the print books, but for ebooks, Amazon takes 30%. I can't remember what the breakdown is for the print books. Just take it slow and not rush, because OP8's hard one to do normally. Yes, I haven't had any success so far with the OP8. Was struggling with the Saturns until I learned how to retreat back to the shop area. So it definitely is one of those things where you do need to take your time for sure. We'll try to keep that in mind, take it a bit slower, be more cautious. Be more cautious and wait for the skill to cool down so it's ready to go. A lot of the time you do get the opportunity to do that. So like 65%. For the ebooks it's 70%. For the print book it's a little bit different because there's like a minimum price for the print book. So I'd have to check what it is for the print book, but but it's definitely less than the 70% you get with an ebook. Like with the print book, there's like a fixed minimum price that Amazon will take for the print book, and then you just set your profit on top of that. So for the print book, I think I might get like $2 a book for the print. You do understand I only know you from here. Whatever sends you the most. So I think I'd get about $2 from a print book and 70% for the ebook. So I probably would get a little bit more with the ebook. But it really just depends on what's more convenient for you. If you have an ebook reader, or you enjoy reading books on your phone, then the ebook version might be better. But if you like print books, then there's that as well. Not all of my books are available in the print version, so if there's something in particular you want where there isn't a print version, I can put up a print version. All the books that are available as ebook versions, but I can put together a print version if there's an ebook there that you'd like to read as a print book. The one rabid skag.
Hold it.
And the other one which went down with a chain reaction. Another enemy on top here. Horned skag. Getting plenty of skags up top.
Stay down.
So I think we just got the constructor left now. Almost got hit by that particular missile. So is this actually faster than Pimpernel? Not sure if it is. Oh, my Pimpernel's not loaded. And one lone surveyor.
Silence.
The enemy RNG for this particular run has had a lot of A lot of spawns just pouring in at you. Usually you get a little bit more of a rest in between waves. But with this particular run, there's just wave after wave coming through. Look at this Scorch.
Shut up.
Got hit there, got stuck behind that chest. And this Scorch is shooting at me too.
Stay put. Gotcha.
Getting some nice chain reaction shots here. Try to keep the Scorches together if I can. It's the second time I got snagged on that particular chest.
Good riddance.
So if they're bunched up close enough together, you can get some nice chain reactions shots with the Pimpernel there. Gee, it was a pretty rough start there. Just got slammed by a ton of enemies pouring through the bridge there. Generally, you have to venture further out to get the final enemies to spawn for that initial section, but this time they just all poured across at the bridge section. Now try to take it slow.
High quality, low prices, and
Not take
no
any
questions asked.
Not take any dumb risks.
Party on it, or may it help you don't have too much fun.
Okay, let's throw on a pistol loadout here. Lady Fist, Harold, Sheriff's Badge, Cleric class mod. I'm going to go with the lobbed Tesla here, just so I can, if I need to lob it over the rock. I think a lob Tesla might be more useful, because we're going to be kiting around this rock. See how we go. Now there are variations here on the enemy spawns. So it looks like we have a bunch of skags to kill first.
Stop struggling.
I think these are all horn skags. I don't think you have to worry about rabid skags.
Enough. So it goes.
Oh, that skag snuck up on me. So at least we don't have
Hold it.
Kino's mom yet. Now we got Dukino's mom.
Kino's mother was the most terrifying creature the town of Lynchwood ever saw, next to Moxie's archenemy, the nefarious Nipplemancer.
Try to maintain a good distance here. We don't get the shot balls. Oh, too close. Try to get these shields to recover. Now we got the shot balls. Too close again. Trying to get these shields back. Still can't get the distance right there. Another shot ball. Really spamming those shot balls. I think coming this way is a little bit easier. Although Dukino's mum might want to come all the way around. I don't want it to jump on the rock though. There we go. Thank you very much for the subscribe, Boris. Just stopping in before going to bed. Oh, thank you for stopping by. We're currently OP8. Trying to get the last couple of OP levels. We finally got Dukino's mum. Thank you for the subscribe. 7-month subscribe. Thought I was in trouble there. Dukino's mum was spamming a ton of shot balls at one spot. Let's go ahead and switch things out. Sandhawk. Let's put the Sandhawk and the Pimpernel back on. Shock Bone of the Ancients. Started my new job about 2 weeks ago. Oh, congratulations. How's it going? Put the Blurred Trickster back on. Sandhawk, Pimpernel, Blurred Trickster, Bone of the Ancients. So we'll continue like this. We can probably put the Longbow Tesla back on too. Sometimes you do get Surveyors spawning in to begin with. Doesn't look like we get Surveyors this time. I lost my bee shield here. Bit of skag at the back. It's pretty good. The hours are insane and the wage is pretty decent. Okay, so you've got working a ton of hours. But the wage is pretty decent even though you're working a ton of hours. Can be overwhelming when you start a new job and you have to work a ton of hours. I got hit there. Wait for these shields to charge back up again. Canadian minimum wage is $15.65. I'm on a trainee wage which is 21. Oh, that's okay. So you're above the minimum wage for the trainee wage. Work 2 days. Oh, I've got a RPG loader here.
So it goes.
Worked 2 days last week. Made 700 after tax. Two days at 21. So we've been working. So that is quite a lot of hours, isn't it then? 721 an hour. So yeah, you have been working a ton of hours. Got a couple enemies stuck behind. US, what's the job? So these enemies look like they're stuck behind the house here a little bit. Quite common in this section for these enemies to get stuck back here. Another skag, speed of skag this time. And the horn skag. You know how they do x-rays and ultrasound on people? They do it on welds. The welds, oh, okay. That's interesting. So you're x-raying welds. It sounds like a good industry to get into.
Hold it right there.
One more enemy stuck behind the house here. Now we've got the black queens. I'll see whether the Pimpernel is actually useful here.
Hold it right there.
I've multiplied your chances of death, as well as the number of times I can say multiply in a single sentence.
Stop struggling.
Trying to get rid of these little guys if I can. Okay, good. I've got the queens done.
Vault Hunter, this is priority 1. I need you to disarm a series of camouflaged explosives hidden in the
Kinetic
combat
Reflection
garden.
Helios for that witch class mod. Yeah, but you don't see it very often, right? And there's multiple things that could be wrong with it. It sounds like a good industry to get into, actually. Lead and shield. Let's get the ammo from this corner first. Could have been air pocket inside the weld, or it could have a bad connection between the pipes. But I'm not the guy who messes with the film. I'm just the one who makes the X-ray. Right. So you take the X-ray and someone else inspects the X-rays. But I assume that with experience he'd probably eventually move up to that job as well, inspecting the X-rays.
This malfunctioning loader believes itself to be the reanimated corpse of Firestone's most feared bandit. It is stupid. I copy-pasted this enemy from several directions. I did not have the memory to spawn a new creature, so you will find a few.
So I'm going to have a bunch more boneheads here. Turrets this time. And a surveyor too.
That'll teach that cardboard standee.
I was trying to phase lock the surveyors, not the turrets.
Silence.
Good, I got both of the surveyors taken out there. Now we have the turrets.
I did not have the memory to spawn a new creature.
One more
so you will
turret?
find
Oh, that
a
looks
few
like a
clones of the
bonehead.
same enemy.
Free.
Shooting the turrets with a slag weapon seems to be nice in combination with the cloud kill. It's a nice way to deal with the turrets. Yeah, that's a senior ticket. It's called RT2, stands for something like radiographic testing. And those guys are making the big bucks. Yeah, I guess it takes some training and expertise there to inspect the X-rays, make sure there's no faults. But yeah, it does sound like a nice profession to get into, is welding, and associated things with it.
You see those so-called onions in the ground? They are, in fact, camouflaged Hyperion explosives designed to attack the raiders where we are most vulnerable. Our gardening battalion. Gather the
Yeah,
onions,
level
but
2
do
tech
not pick
at
the
top
carrots.
rates, making 49 an hour. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. So you got some room for growth there. If you stay in that profession. It sounds like a nice starting job. Very good.
Interesting. Though Jack is dead, you still deface his likeness. Though given how you toss bullets away like so many fun-sized candies, I likely could have replaced Jack's image with that of a puppy, and you still would have shot at it.
Another bone shredder here. It's a level 8 one. OP8, non-elemental. The major thing is that every hour you work, they're putting 750 into your pension, right. Yeah, so that's good. You got to getting your pension organised as well. Yeah, it's good to pay attention to those things. It sounds like that sort of industry would be a nice profession and career path there. And those sort of welding skills and associated skills. What is this? Slag shotgun. You probably would find it easy to find work elsewhere with those sort of skills as well. Canada, yeah. So let's see now. We'll keep the Sandhawk and the Pimpernel, but if I start to get swarmed, I will swap it out for the Herald and the antagonist here. So try to keep an eye out for those Surveyors to begin with. And I'd say I'm real lucky. Yeah, I'm turning 19 at the end of this month. Yeah, that's very good. That's very good that you're paying attention to your pension and the ramifications of that. So that's very good at your age if you're already having an awareness of these things.
Please stop.
Emperor spawn around here.
Stay put.
Okay, let's go ahead and swap this around. Let's put the Herald on. And the antagonist. And the toothpick probably will be useful. I'll put the sheriff's badge on. So it's just these two enemies in this corner that I'm dealing with. Okay, now I've got some more enemies. Maybe we can actually swap things back around. I'm 26 and you make way more than I do an hour. Hello, brute force. 21 Canadian is like 1550 US. So let's swap this back around for the Sandhawk. Yeah, that's very good. That's very good at your age to get a start like that. That seems like it'd be a nice career there. Nice career path. And it's good that you're paying attention to things like pension at your age too. I don't think I was paying that much attention to things like pension at 19.
Tough decision.
So let's go for... We'll keep the Blurred Trickster there. We'll throw the Bee Shield back on. And the Bone of the Ancients. Now, keep an eye out for Surveyors.
Enough.
There's a Dog Mercy. It'd be nice if I could take him out completely here, almost.
That was enjoyable.
So So the Dog Mercy's taken out. The other enemies, probably Marauders, are happy to stay back.
Gotcha.
Oh, the other Dog Mercy's here already. Oh, got hit by that grenade unfortunately. Lost my bee shield. Alright, let's go ahead and swap back to the Herald, the Toothpick, Antagonist, Sheriff's Badge. Canadian currency's dead? Probably so. I assume it's probably similar with the Australian one too. Always, most of the time it's weaker compared to the US dollar. The entire economy in Canada is dead. Yeah, it's probably pretty similar story in a lot of other countries. Where are my shields gone? Oh, that's right. Don't really need full shields.
Stay still.
See if I can just avoid this Dog Mercy for now. Pretty easy to flank the Dog Mercy. It does seem to face the wrong way a lot of the time if you make an effort to flank around. But these Marauders are happy to stand back and shoot from afar. So I think I'm pretty safe to jump back to the Sandhawk and Pimpernel. Shock Pimpernel is probably the easiest way to deal with these Marauders. Keep the Blurred Trickster. Put the Shock Bone of the Ancients back on. And the Bee Shield. Maybe I misunderstand. Canada being the engineering, or CAD being the engineering software, yeah. CAD as in Canadian dollar, yeah, Canadian currency. I got a new headset and I don't like them, but I had to buy a cheaper headset because my Astro A50 doesn't sync to my Xbox anymore. YouTube says I have to update them on PC. Don't have a computer. Oh, that's annoying if you can't update the firmware without a computer. Okay, so I guess it's like a Bluetooth headset. Yeah, that is annoying. So maybe there's a friend's computer you can use.
You've not died yet, which pleases me. You've got more of the gauntlet left and therefore still could die, which pleases me even more.
Yeah, it is funny these days that you have firmware updates for headsets. But I guess because you got the Bluetooth there, you probably need it. So yeah, you might have to find a friend with a PC that you can borrow, like use temporarily, just to update the firmware. Like example, I use a lot to talk about the housing market in Canada. My parents have bought the house we're in now in 2009 for $150,000. But they put like $50,000 into it. We redid the backyard and basement. Now it's worth $650,000. Wow, that's crazy. 2009. So how many years is that? 14 14 years. So in 14 years, it went from roughly 200,000 up to 650. It's like triple, over triple the price. Over triple the price in 14 years. That's amazing. Yeah, real estate in Australia is crazy, crazy too. Housing affordability is not great in Australia. But yeah, triple in price. I don't think, there might be some places in Australia that are like that, like Sydney, but most no. New headset I got is a Turtle Beach Stealth 600 Max. Maybe if you got the headset, I guess you got it online. But if you got the headset from like a computer shop or from an electronics store, they might have they might be able to update the firmware for you there if you go back to the shop. But if you bought it online, then you probably can't. You probably just have to find a friend with a PC you could use. It's like good luck buying a house. Yeah, housing affordability sucks in Australia as well. It's crazy. All right, Boris, congratulations on the new job. Sounds like you're on a really good career path there, especially at your age. So congratulations with that, and thank you very much for the sub, and thank you for stopping by. I'll see you later. Sounds like we got loaders here. Badass loader.
Pretty cool.
Another loader here. Just trying to avoid that. Almost dead. Now, if I can Phaselock this guy, I should be able to heal up pretty easy. Depending on where he is. Where is he? He's on top of this bridge? There he is. Almost went down.
Nice.
Got lucky there. Almost went down. I thought I could sneak under that bridge without getting shot, but I did end up getting shot in the end. Yeah, I remember when I got an Xbox One controller to use on my PC. And there was a similar story with that. I didn't have to, but I did update the firmware on that using the PC. I guess that's one thing. There's one thing that's worth maybe asking if you buy something online, just to check what the firmware version is. Like if you buy electronics from a good store, a lot of them will upgrade the firmware if you ask them to before they send it out. I think I have seen some stores advertise that. Particularly for high-end items, maybe not for cheaper ones, but for high-end ones, they're more willing to do that. So, we got the assassins next. I'll definitely swap out the bee shield here. We'll throw the antagonist on. Toothpick will be useful for Oni, who is resistant to explosive damage. And we'll use the Sheriff's Badge with the Herald and the Blurred Trickster. Oh, you've had them for over a year, right? Yeah. So there might have just been an update for the Xbox. Yeah, so maybe they did a update for the Xbox that broke compatibility with those A50s. Yeah, you might be stuck just having to find a friend with a PC and just using their PC to do the firmware upgrade. Yeah, it's always disappointing when there's an update and it breaks compatibility with your hardware. It was like that with Windows. When I upgraded to Windows, or with Windows, maybe Windows 10, they did an upgrade that made it incompatible with certain processors, which is very annoying. So we've got the antagonist, toothpick, Blurred Trickster class mod and Sheriff's Badge. So we'll try this way. Instead of the longbow, I might put the lobbed on. That might be a little bit easy to use. Lobbed with a 0 fuse. Okay, before we do the next bit, I might just take a quick break and I'll be right back.